Hello everyone, Sukinode here with a Street Fighter 6 video for you guys. I hope everybody's been doing well. I hope everybody's been taking care of themselves. Apparently, the AKI gameplay footage trailer dropped today, literally 4 hours ago. I was editing, so I only found this out once I was done editing and was getting on YouTube to upload my batch of videos. So I haven't watched or seen anything on this. I noticed it because another YouTuber that I watched, Rufomonger, shout out to him. He has an amazing channel. I do advise you guys to go to his channel, check out his stuff, like and subscribe. He does great work. But I saw it on when I was going to load up, his video came up for it, and I was like, "What is this?" And it was the Aki gameplay trailer. So I stopped watching it and went over so I could do a first impressions reaction to what might be happening in the trailer. So let's go ahead and take a look. This is on the official Street Fighter 6 channel too. Oh, let's volume.
Time to work, time to work. When inhaled, coriammertin blocks the gamma-aminobutyric acid receptors in the central nervous system, causing spasmodic muscle contractions.
Master, it's a work of art! It's perfect!
What to do with you now? So, shall we put him out of his misery? Time for some experimentation. I bet poison would work wonders on you.
So mid to close range. Oh, she's got some traversal abilities.
I wouldn't move if I were you.
And she looks like she has command grabs.
Poison's on the menu.
Oh, that alternate costume is great. Oh man, that's a good alternate costume. I hope she's good, because that's a really good alternate costume. I cannot gush enough about that costume. Wait, was that a counter? She's got a projectile she can follow in, and I bet it on hit it probably poisons too.
My magnum opus!
Is my poison kicking in?
Oh, she is as creepy as they could make her. The like sliding up JP's spot. She is as creepy as they could make her. that is. I'm glad they leaned into it. I'm glad they leaned into it. But boy, she's as creepy as they could make her. Okay, so let's go back through this. So I saw things that look like they could be command grabs. Like they look like command grabs, not just because there were three distinctly different ones. So maybe two were just her normal grabs, but one of them had to be a command grab then because it was different. So she probably has a command grab in her kit. We saw a projectile that she can throw out and it moves slow enough. Sorry, I'm actually really excited for this because she actually looks really good. We'll have to see what her damage numbers, her frame data is like, but she looks like on paper she's already looking like a top tier character. And as I said in my previous Aki video, because she's a weirdo character, she is going to live and die off of how good of a character she is. I guarantee you that. I will say it right here and now. If she turns out to be bad, no one is going to play this character. No one is going to care. But if she turns out to be top tier, a lot of people are going to end up enjoying her. And that's not purely based off of oh, well, top tier character, of course. It's like, no, it is because she's such a weird character. Her being really good will make people want to try her. And then that will allow what's good about her to make people want to stay and continue to play her. But if pros get their hands on her and go, "Oh, she's crap," no one is going to waste their time because that's just an empty slot. Why would I waste my time on this new weirdo character that I'm not even sure I even like? If she's dog shit, I'll just continue with my main or my alt that's already in the game and that I've been playing, you know. So let's go through some of this stuff. So it looks like, hold on. Oh, of course, that's why. I am really tired of it doing shit like that. So she's got. So we're gonna have to see what the frame data is on a lot of this stuff, right? Cause here, let's slow it down some too. Do 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 do. Here, let's slow this down a little bit. All right. So she's got, but they're very close range pokes. So I don't really know what to say about those. This right here looks like it might be good. Just off looking at it, because of course we can't tell without the frame data, right? But at that close a range, it hits multiple times and it looks really fast. So it looks like it's outside the range of a lot of the better pokes. Now, I played Jury. Jury's got some of the best pokes in the game, right? So I don't think this challenges like Jury's pokes, but I think this will probably be a good poke for her just at that range because it looks deceptively long. Because if we actually take a look, let's see if we can catch it at right when it starts. Yeah, it hits 3 times, and it is pushing Chun-Li back the entire time. What? How did I get further? How did I get further forward? Yeah, see, that's a pretty decent range. Like, that last hit, that is a very decent range. Look how far back. Now, this is pushing Chun-Li a little further back, but look at that distance. Um, that is Jury's crouching medium kick range, at least on the last hit. But because it's so fast, I don't know. I don't know. And she's, of course, got, like, weird moves. I bet this, kick right here, I guarantee you at high profiles. I guarantee you that goes over lows. So we have a poison move, but is that a special move, or is it just a command normal? And it does put a poison dot on her, and they're not showing their health gauges, so we can't tell. They're not showing any gauges, so we can't tell what the poison is affecting. Now, what that might imply is that it's not just going to be your health bar. Because if it was just your health bar, why not just show that's what it does? The fact that they're hiding all of the bars may mean that her poison doesn't affect your health bar, or only one type of her poison affects your health bar, and the other poisons might do something else.
For some experimentation.
Okay, this I love. I don't know why, I just really like this stand. I really like this. I assume that's her taunt. I really fucking like it. See? So, these are where they show... So this is the first one. That looks like a command grab, not a normal grab. Almost everybody's normal grab is fairly fast. That looks like a command grab. Then there's this one, and it's different. So you can say the first one. Let's say these are normal grabs. You can say the first one is her standing normal grab, and that one is her back, press back and grab, right? To switch sides. Oh, I thought there was a third one. Maybe I'm mistaken then. But she's got mid-ranged projectiles. Hmm. Like she's got like basically I think her claws, yeah, her claws are elongating. Yeah, her claws are coming off her fingers and elongating. Okay, that's how she gets over. Okay, that's how she deals with fireballs. She has a slide that goes under it. Okay, but that's not gonna help her against Jury. Hey, everyone who's watching this, when she comes out, look for those times when she's fighting a Jury and does this into Jury's fireball. Someone's going to do it. I want you to keep a lookout for it and clip that shit, cause that's gonna be hilarious. And this doesn't look. This looks. This doesn't look like she's. I don't know why, but to me, it doesn't look like this is her jumping and then doing a move. This looks like a special move. It looks like a special move that makes her jump at a certain arc, and then she does those hits. But maybe that's just me. But it looks too. It looks too clean. If you understand if that makes any sense, it looks too clean to be this player jumping and then doing that attack. Yeah, and I assume that will go under projectiles as well. It might just be, since she's on her back here, she may have two, because in the previous one she's where she goes under the fireball, she is on her stomach. Yeah, see, she's on her stomach and then she jumps. So this one has her just moving on her back. I get the feeling the one where she's moving on her back is unless, because Fang had a lot of Fang. This also reminds me of Fang. Fang had a lot of weird stuff that he did out of like because he was a weird character. He'd do some weird motion and then he'd get something out of it, right? So maybe she can attack out of that. Oop, we went too far forward. Looks like we went too. Yep, we went too far. Okay. I'm assuming she can do attacks out of this, and this will be a fake out game. That's my assumption. But this is also on the assumption that she is going to be good, right? This is on the assumption this is going to be a good character. So there won't be any wasted moves. Yeah, see, yeah. But can she do that early? And like, does it go through projectiles? Because otherwise, why not just projectile it? I mean, she could keep traveling under it, but if you throw a slow-moving projectile and then jump, then what does she do? Or if you throw a projectile and do a low into that slide that she's doing, what does she do? She basically traps herself if she does that. So there must be other moves she can do out of it, right? Okay, so there's another one, because she was on her back again, and there's another move out of it. Fang has stuff like this, too. So this, I think, was the grab I was talking about. So that has to be a command grab, right? So the travel on the ground, if she gets close to you, she can go into a command grab. So maybe that will be mix-up opportunity in the corner.
It wouldn't move if I were you.
Okay, that looked like a jump into an attack. And it poisoned, so that was probably a level 1, and it poisoned.
Poison's on the menu.
Dude, that outfit's so good. So yes, she will also have projectiles. They will move slow. She overdrove that one. So that's why that's why it went through JP. She overdrived it. Yep. And if you see, it hit him and it poisoned him. So the projectile hit first and he's already poisoned, and then she went into more moves. Oh, so if you EX the slide, I think that made her invincible to that projectile. Look. I think she overdrived it and she became invincible. Yeah, she went right through it. So I think if that counts as a projectile, which I assume it does with JP, her overdrive, I guess, what would be travel mechanic? If you overdrive it, it's invincible to projectiles. And it goes through like Blanca's side switch, and I think someone else has Ken, I think, has a roll side switch, right? So it also side switches like theirs. Let's see that again. Because does that mean she has an air command grab? Like, what was that? Look. And then she latches on. So she has an air command grab as well? And it poisons. Okay, let's go back. Take a look. So jump in. And she canceled that. So she jumped in, kicked, but she canceled the kick, it looks like. And then she may not have, but it looked like that. Then she went into her travel, like her travel ability, the slide, went into the kick that we saw earlier. And then went into the crouching jabs that we saw earlier, and then into a projectile. And apparently, when she does her projectile, if you notice, when she makes the elongated bubble, here, let me go back. When she makes, so we jab, and see, she makes the elongated bubble. That's a hit. Then the projectile. So they gave her Guile's projectile. I don't think that bubble that exploded, I don't think it exploded on hit. I think it was a stationary bubble. They gave her Guile's projectiles. Fuck. Fuck. They did not give her Guile's projectiles. Tell me they did not give this character Guile's projectiles. Where she can sit one in front of her. Now, it may not work exactly the same where she can sit one in front of her and then do a projectile into it to get a bigger full screen traveling one. Because right now, we don't know how far the poison bubbles actually travel. We haven't seen one go full screen or her follow one in. They usually hit. So, it is possible that the poison bubbles don't go full screen. But this makes me believe that she has one like Guile where she can just sit it in front of herself. This coupled with her slide and what she can do out of her slide, and apparently her having a jump hit grab. I assume it's a hit grab. It might just be like Cammy's hooligan grab for all we know. I assume it's a hit grab. That's going to make her... She's another nightmare character in the corner. She's another character that can just sit something right next to you and you just have to hold that shit. It's like, fuck. She can make poison pools on the ground. Oh, fucking God. This character can't be good. If she's good, she's going to be horrifying to deal with. This character is going to live or die on whether or not she's good, but if she's good, she's she's gonna be a nightmare to deal with. She can put pools on the ground. She has there's the possibility she can create a stationary floating poison bubble right in front of herself. She has poison bubble projectiles. She possibly has two command grabs. Oh my fucking god. Her traversal move allows her to go through oh fuck. She's Nikali. The only thing I haven't seen her have is a DP. If she has a DP, they're taking a lot of tools from Nikali, because Nikali had a ground projectile, which you could just say is her pools. He could go through projectiles with a lariat dash that was a charge. He had a DP, and he had a command grab. He had everything. And if she has a DP, she has everything. The only thing this is almost like with Rashid, where if her damage isn't shit, she has to have bad frame data. Because if she has good frame data and her damage is high, or hell, if her damage is even normal at this point, um, and I assume level 2. Yep, can follow it in. I like what I'm seeing. I really like acrobatic, acting characters. That's why I enjoy Jury so much. Okay, we didn't see any kind of DP. So it is possible that because we didn't see any kind of DP, she's gonna be really bad on reversals like Manon. Like, her level 1s may not be actual reversals for her. And if they are, her only reversals may be her meter. So that's at least something. That means if you corner her and pressure her, there's almost nothing she can do, right? Which would explain why her tools look so good. She's actively stopping you from doing that, right? I don't know. This all looks pretty good. Now, a lot of these moves, let's go back here. So a lot of these moves, that seems like a good speed, but that seems good. That looks really slow. Even for a poke, that looks really slow. That looks pretty slow, and that looks really slow. Like, unless you're asleep, I don't see you getting hit by that. Unless she sets it up with like a poison pool on the ground or a poison orb in your face. Then I can, because it looks like it might be, what is this, an overhead? I think this is an overhead, right? Because she's crouching. Yeah. So that might be an overhead. We don't know if the Chun-Li was blocking, but I'm assuming because the Chun-Li was crouching in this demo trailer that was an overhead. Alright, that's her anti-air. It still looks really slow, but I assume it's like Cammy's overhead, where it's just really huge. So, and that poisons. But is that a special move or a command normal? It looks pretty fast on the first hit, so that might be a good poke tool for her. Because it looks like it has good range. She just looks very close to Chun-Li, but it looks like it would have really good range. Let's go back a little bit. See? So she's just like, look how much of her claws are in Chun-Li pretty much. So she could probably do this from maybe back here and still hit. And then and maybe you don't have to, maybe it's a hit confirm. So if it hits, she can go into the second part. If it doesn't, it just gets blocked, and she might be safe. Um,
Time for some experimentation.
I have to admit, this looks really good on paper. But once again, the most important thing is going to be, how does the poison work? And they don't show us that. They specifically kept the gauges off the screen to not show us how the poison works and what it does. I was actually thinking about this too. I was thinking about how AKI. I was sorry, brain and mouth not working together. I was just thinking about how AKI could work, and I was like, what if her poison works kind of like Modern Controls does? What if you're poisoned, you get locked out of certain moves and you do less damage? And then, let's say, so for a classical player, you'd all of a sudden be now a modern player. Like, it wouldn't change your control scheme, but now there'd be a move you would lose. And you would do less damage. And if you were a modern player, you'd do even less damage and you'd lose another move. And that seems really punishing the modern players. And I say this because that's how I feel about it. I don't care if it's really unfair to modern players. Not even a little bit. You guys get away with so much shit with your 1-button DPs, your 2-button level 3s. Nah. I got no sympathy for you. Like, but I was thinking about that. I was like, what if her poison just makes you a worse character? Now, when we think about that, though, the problem with that, though, right? The problem with that is, it would need to be more difficult for her to poison you. If, from what I'm seeing, it seems actually pretty easy for her to get the poison on you. So, like, one of my ideas was like, what if when she poisons you, all of your moves now are -1? All your moves are now, like, let's say with Jury, her close range elbow is +2. Now it's only +1. And all her other moves that are like -5, -6, now they're -6 and -7. What if that's what her poison did? What if it basically turned your character into into a burnout character? And God forbid you go into burnout against her, because now it's twice as bad. So off the wall ideas that I was just thinking about what the poison could do that would be pretty cool. Even if it's like, no, we can't do that. Oh, she can also set them like mines. No, not mines, but look, see, she like hits that area and it turns into a poison pool. I didn't notice that before. Yeah, see? She's like hitting the area. It explodes. And Fang had something like this where he'd create a plume and the plume would just stay there as a sort of like an area that would hit you if you got close to it. Kind of like a landmine, pretty much. Yeah, if we come, see, there's a poison pool there now. So, her setup. Okay, so for everyone who wanted like a setup character, here you go. She's a setup character. And she looks like a brutal one. This all looks really good on paper. We'll have to see how it finally turns out, but wow, this all looks really good on paper. I guess we better hope her poison just affects your health, because if it does any other crazy shit, she's gonna be a top tier character like JP and Ken and DJ and Cammy. Like and Jury, she's going to be in that top 10 characters. I'll admit, I ain't gonna be sad if that's what happens. I like what is being shown here. So I hope she turns out to be good. I would be okay with her just being balanced. If she on the tier list gets put with Ryu, I'm fine with that, because she also has way more tools than Ryu. So Yeah, see, Chun-Li tried to sweep it, but she canceled it early and went into an attack. So yeah. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Here, she used it to low profile Chun-Li's kick. Yeah, see? She used her movement traversal. Let's slow it down a little bit more. Doop. See? Low profiled it. And might have to slow it down a little bit more. Alright, that's as slow as we can make it. Yep. Winter traversal, low profiled the kick. So her traversal low profiles highs. I assume kicks that hit mid range will hit it as she's going into it. But once she's low to the ground, I assume the only thing that can touch her is a true low move. Or something that hits low, like Zangief's turn wheel kick, where he does the he jumps and brings his boot down and it goes all the way to the ground. I don't know what it's called, and honestly I don't care. But okay, so she's going to be fairly tricky. She is a setup character. This screams setup character. Um, so I guess it's gonna come down to how hard is it to set her up, right? And that's gonna come down to frame data for the most part. And then it's gonna be like, well, how much damage does she do? If she's a very good setup character, her doing low damage is warranted. Because we can't have her doing like Ken or JP damage, but she's this insane setup character. She'll have to do like Rashid's damage. Like Rashid does no damage, but he's an insane mix-up character. He's gonna get in, he's gonna do his damage. So does he really do low damage if he's always gonna get guaranteed damage? So okay. I'm alright. I'm on board. I am on board with the AKI train. I bought my ticket. The train car looks good. The catering car is fully stocked. Yeah, I'm liking where this is going. All right, yeah, she's looking good. She's really looking good. I think she's apparently coming out September 27th, because of course at the end of the month. God forbid we get her tomorrow, or hours after the trailer. God forbid we get her next week. It is going to happen the 27th. If that's the case, then I am assuming she's done. That they are done building her and there's nothing else that needs to be worked on. They're just waiting to release her. So if that is the case, I'm looking forward to this. I wish it wasn't so far away. Why not, I don't know, the 8th or the 9th? Why the 27th? But yeah, I hope this made you guys excited for her, because this was more than I was actually expecting out of her from what we've seen so far. This was actually way more than what I was expecting. And I know someone was thinking maybe she'd move around like the one character from Soul Calibur. Trying to remember his name. The really weird moving one. And I know that doesn't help you guys. I wish I could think of his name. But if you look up Soul Calibur characters and just watch how they play, you will know who I'm talking about. There is no one else in that game moves like that character does. It's not Astaroth, it's the other one. They're both demons. It's Astaroth, and then there's the like body contortionist one, and I just can't. His name just escapes me right now. But yeah, I like where this is going. So with that, we're going to end this video here. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Continue to take care of yourselves. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Later, guys.